all in all, we're called human beings. We're not called human doing for a reason. But what if I just go to a normal college? But the scary part is when evolution kicks in, you only have the possibility your life become worse and worse and worse. There's no way your life will become better and better and better. Lots of people always say, I'm confident, I don't care about what you say, but one day I will prove to you why I do is right. But if you don't even care what they say, why need to prove to them? You feel you try so hard. Whatever you do, how many expectation, hope you have in the beginning, how many upsets and the bad feeling you will receive in the end. You always feel, I try 100% hard, but the outcome only gave me 10%. But you see so many people on the internet are successful, people who are around you are successful. And you start doubting yourself, you think, oh, maybe I'm sucks. So you start learning the productivity hacks, time management, procrastination, how to do networking. But guys, let me ask you one question. What if it is not your problem? It's the society are sick, or the system you're in, like school or company, are problematic. That's the reason why there's nothing come back. It's like this. You try to going forward to reach your goal, but without the map, you may even going backward. It's good that you learn all the productivity hack, but in that case, how many effort you put in, how far away you from your goal. And today we will, from a sociology perspective, to look from a higher vision about the whole map. How to solve the problem that you try so hard but nothing come out. And the concept name is evolution. So what is evolution? Evolution basically means, for example, you're in the race. You have to judge who's top 3. The parts that you run faster than other people are your real effort, because that can make you become top 3. And this is a really easy concept. You say, why it matters so much? But let's look at from a more important concept to you guys, or a higher vision to look at this concept. Everybody want to, no matter what class you're in, you want to move out of poverty, you want to become rich, you want to leave the middle class. But the only way you can do so is education. Educate yourself. However, the education position, the education resources are really limited. Ivy League school every year only taking 10,000 people. And that's the only way you can go up. Okay, so you decide you want to improve your better life. You're starting so hard. You improve your grade. You do sports in high school. You do all of that. So to apply for all Ivy League school, unexpectedly is all of the Ivy League school reject them. But they already have the best grade in your school, best sports in your school. But why? The reason is evolution. It's because the parts that you working harder than other people are being considered as effort. If you guys all get the same grade, all get the same sports leadership program, Harvard cannot pick who is better. But only the parts that you have, for example, 100, I have 101, that make me different. And what's shockingly is, and the reason why you're so upset in the end is because you didn't see there's other competitor out there. For Ivy League school, lots of Chinese students being prepared since they're born. There is a famous private school, the average of 4 years old kids there have a 4,000 English vocabulary. Compared to native speaker, they only have 1,000 vocabulary when they was 4 years old. And the English even second language for those Chinese kids. They've been prepared since they are 4 years old. And you are competing with people like this. And for, Ivy League college, it sounds so far away from our life. But what if I just go to a normal college? And that you also will have a great life. But the scary part is when evolution kicks in, everybody wants to go forward. If you don't try hard enough, you only have the possibility your life become worse and worse and worse. There's no way your life will become better and better and better. Because if you hesitate, if you don't work hard enough, somebody will step on you to going forward, to going higher. And that's what basically evolution can even turn out to the society, to you and me in the individual level. And there will be a waste because you can work 6 hours a day. I can work 7 hours a day. Okay, you catch up 7 hours a day. I can work 12 hours a day, 14 hours, 16 hours. There will become a weird, bad, unnecessary competition and effort just because I want to become a better position. Does that sound scary to you? But if you don't, okay, you say, I don't join the competition. Okay, then your life will become worse and worse. No possibility you will improve. For me, when I first time heard the concept, I shocked for this. Because that's so true and so dangerous in the same time, but nobody realized it. And that's the whole map we're looking at. And back to the original example, the running example. The door to go to the ridge is right there. Everybody are racing to get there. The parts that you run faster than other people are your real effort. And I'm not here to destroy your hope. I'm here to give you solution, give you idea how to change this. Then you start going online to search, how can I win the competition, right? Not just by running, maybe there's a back door. And the answer is yes, there is a back door. But the back door is not belong to everybody. For example, the kids of the rich listen 3,000 more words than the kids of average. Your brain develops so differently. It just depends on how parents, how many times they spend with you, how many words you talk to them. Or in America, really crucial, the public school of a town depends on how many funding they have, which is coming from the tax of this town. So you may see cross the street to completely different town, have a completely different level of education. Or even more, some of your friends don't even want you to study. They say, oh, why you go study? Let's go party. Oh, you're so lame, you nerd. And then you realize for the back door, who stopped you to go into the back door is the community, the parents, the friends, or even your own thoughts. Because I remember when I come into America, people were telling me, in America, all of poverty is really easy. Get the kids after marriage, graduate high school, get a job. The people who cannot get out is because the mentality is different. But it's the same for the middle class too. Lots of people want to become the rich and hating the rich in the same time. Or even more, I remember Mark Zuckerberg used to say, I cannot imagine an entrepreneur to create a company and not to solve a society issue. And lots of people say, that's public relation. They want to do branding. All he want to do is earn my money. All these little details. You can, or even lots of people into personal level, lots of people always say, I'm confident, I don't care about what you say, but one day I will prove to you why I do is right. But if you don't even care what they say, why you need to prove to them? This concept, mentality, vision are the one that drag you back to go into the back door. There's no way you even can go. So it seems like improved vision is the only way we can do. But I really want to warn you guys, because this is the biggest trap you can ever fall in. So many people online talk about, oh, the rich think like that, the poor think like this. Or whatever you watch, the videos talk about the rich, the poor. But the issue is, first, the purpose of education for different classes are different. I see so many people are talking about investment, passive income, but is that really for you? If you get, $10 a month for the next 50 years, why don't you invest that money into yourself? And even more, guys, lots of people don't trust business people. But how can you trust the business people that try to make you rich? And in the end, you try to see through the fog. but there's nothing left but imagination. So what's the solution? I have a 3 in the end. And I will call this is not front door, back door, this is the side door. First, evolution only happen in the system that are no more innovation can be done. Evolution is not effort. In the startup company, the sales department get more customers, the product department get a better product, the company grow bigger and bigger. But if you work in a Coca-Cola company, there's not much you can do in that company. Or if you work as a Dunkin' Donut worker, there's not much you can do. You cannot create your own drinks. So if you want to become a manager, what do? You stay after your shift and stay longer to let the boss know you're hardworking. And you get in this weird competition with your other coworker, both of you stay after. You even say, okay, I'm gonna sleep in the office. And in the end, you do get the manager position, but you realize you done nothing to get this position. And you may even potentially lose your family and kids already. Go into a system that still have potentials. For example, the AI, the internet company, all of this possible potential industry. Or drag to the example we've been giving, schools. School system being exist in the past 100 years. No creativity you can do. Or even for teachers, they taught the same class 5 years ago, they taught the same thing. Even the whole industry is different. So if I'm a student, how can I solve it then? How can I get all the evolution in school? And that leads to our second solution, which is compared to the form, we should focus on the content. For example, we've been rating as GPA 1 to 4. But you and me both know you can learn way more than 4.0 GPA. Two persons can both get 4.0 GPA. One of them learn the knowledge and forget about them right after the test. One of them learn the half history of the subject. And the outcome of these two persons, of course, going to be different. And even more, for me, I don't learn the same as how school learn. School require me to do classwork, doing well teacher teaching. But if I doing, I cannot listen. So for me, I will give up my classwork, focus on listening, because that's the way I learn the most knowledge. In the end of this course, I will get a C. But I learned the most knowledge I possibly could. Or you can fall into the evolution trap. You get a 4.0, you learn nothing. When you come back for the Christmas, oh, I get a 4.0, I'm a good student. But after graduating, you will know, nothing about the subject. And you have to relearn everything from beginning. Because in the end, I want to tell people like all in all, we're called human being. We're not called human doing for reason. And the third solution is have the ability to predict future. But what I mean, if I give you $1,000 and send you back 20 years ago, you probably will become the richest person I ever see. Or give another example. We learned this concept today. And let's make a prediction. It's because we know more and more people will have college degree. Because in evolution. So in future, college degree are not worth that much money. The real skill and knowledge worth money. And if you believe that, try to learn as much knowledge as you could, and you will make the future come true. Or even another way is you go to master or PhD. But even master degree and PhD degree will expire too, because when people realize undergrad degree and worth less and less money, they will go to master. When there's too much master degree, people will go to PhD. And today's topic is really serious and dense, because evolution is everywhere in our life. And that's maybe the reason why you feel you try so hard, nothing come out. But after we look at the map overall, I hope you can get inspired by this video. And in the end, I hope you like my video.